The Night House is a 2021 American psychological horror film that is directed by David Bruckner, based on the original screenplay by Ben Collins and Luke Piotrowski. Revealing the unexpected death of her husband, Beth is left alone in the lakeside home he has built for her. She tries as best as she can to keep together, but then the dreams come disturbingly visions of a presence in the house called to her, beckoning with a ghostly allure. But the harsh light of day washes away any proof of haunting. Against the advice of her friends, she begins digging into the belongings, yearning for answers. Like the outfit? Yeah, this is like the Halloween event, so I apologize if I stand out or whatever, but I'm just trying to blend in through the monthly events of dressing up. And I wanted to be Kanye West, but unfortunately, this is the jacket. Like, the jacket is too hot. As you can see, the jacket is huge. And honestly, the way how big it is, I can barely like cover myself up with it, but you ain't here for that, are you? You're here for the fucking review. Well, anyway, this movie, The Night House, well, what can I say about it? Well, the question is, what bad can I say about it? The movie is actually pretty good. If you want to watch, if you're looking for a good horror movie, or just a movie for you to be chilled and to be thrilled, or if you're looking for a film that has all those in a very good character development, and you just tired of people saying that the only movie that done that well was Hereditary and The Babadook and the rest of those horror films, they just focus on how many people can get killed so they can boost up the quality of the horror aspects. I suggest you watch this one because this one is another Kickstarter in my opinion. The movie does not drag at all. The movie actually kicks off pretty damn quickly with Rebecca Hall's character, which is Beth. She did great for her character. She has done an amazingly good ass job. Her character was believable, and I love like every aspect that she took when it comes to her being dramatic, being emotionally heartbroken, and just being on the fence and just trying to figure shit out when it comes to her husband's death. Now with her husband, here's the thing. He died, he committed suicide, and she's trying to find answers of why things is going on and why she's still seeing visions of him around the house and like trying to make sense of it. But I wish they would have showed his death so we can have more of an emotional impact for his character, even though they have showed a lot of things with his character when it comes to the pacing and the things he's done and how he represented himself before he died. But I felt like they should have at least showed how he killed himself. I mean, they explained it, but I felt like if they were to show it to us, then the emotional weight for his character would have been warranted, and I would end up caring for him even more. But other than that, every character, including Rebecca Hall's character, Sarah Goldberg, which is her best friend, her name is Claire. Bondi Curtis Hall, which is a neighbor, no relation to Rebecca Hall. It's just last name preference, I suppose. He did a great job too. They both was basically characters trying to help trying to help Rebecca Hall's character go through the grievance of the loss of her husband because they've been together for 15 years. Well, going on 15, and by this happening, she has took a major turn, and they have done their part. Their part was believable, and I was warranted with their character development. The horror elements in this film was fucking fantastic. It was great. It was chilling. It had me on the edge of my seat. And there were like, here's the thing with this movie. And I don't mind this, and some people may not like the film because of this, but this movie has no jump scares. It does not have no jump scares at all. So if you are just looking for a quick horror movie, I suggest you turn away and watch movies like Halloween Kills or any one of those quick slasher films, because this movie focuses on the creepiness, the tension, and if you got good sound quality in your room, it focuses on the aspect of just you hearing your surroundings as the haunting whispers towards Beth's ears as she's trying to figure out what's going on in her house. It makes you feel like you're there, honestly. Like, there were times where she would wake up and she would just roam around the house and she thinks she's dreaming, but she's not dreaming. And the movie is actually a mind fuck too. So when she goes around the house and she hears voices. She hears like people calling her name. There were times I think that those voices is in my room. There were times when I would look around like, what the fuck is that? Like, is there somebody in my room? You know? But that just shows you how great the sound quality is and how much dedication that they put into the sound of the film. That is very important if you're doing a horror film, especially when it comes to the surroundings of the house that they're in. Because I feel like if you're going to do effects like that, you need to make it perfect. So when people have, you know, good sound quality sound bars or any type of speakers, home theater systems in their house, we don't want to just watch a horror film, we want to feel the horror as well. Speaking of mindfuck, this movie will confuse you. There are going to be times where she wakes up and she's not up. There are going to be times where she is sleeping and she thinks she's not sleeping. And it's just, it's so crazy. So you have to pay attention to the film because all that plays a part of you trying to make sense of it. So if you're going to walk out of the room or if you're going to have to take a text on a phone that's important, I suggest you pause the film and try to rewind back a little bit so you can further understand the film, because it happened to me a couple times. And thank God I had to do that because it ended up making a lot of sense to me, the whole film. The movie, here's the thing with the film. I already compared it to Hereditary, but I was getting a lot of Perfect Blue vibes. If you haven't seen the anime Perfect Blue, I suggest you check it out. But for those who have seen Perfect Blue, they will tell you that the movie is great, the anime. And the reason I'm saying that is because there are times on Perfect Blue where it will mindfuck you as well, where the main character will hallucinate, be in certain areas that she don't remember how she got there. And with Rebecca Hall's character, Beth, it plays out like this on this film. But difference is with Perfect Blue, this movie actually explains it more easily. You just have to pay attention, because I know when people watch Perfect Blue, they watch it, they pay attention, but at the same time, they can still easily get confused. All that plays a part, and it all makes sense of how she's being haunted, how these torments is happening, why her husband ended up committing suicide, and at the same time, what are these voices? Where are these voices coming from? All this plays a part in a good climactic ending that a lot of horror films actually fails to do, like Insidious, Mama. Like a lot of horror films fails at this. Even The Babadook. I remember The Babadook was good, but then the ending threw me off. But with this film, it was good from start to finish, and I highly suggest everybody to watch this if you love horror dramas, if you like psychological thrillers, and if you like movies that can do great with the pacing and don't focus on the jump scares and just to pull you on the edge of your seat when it comes to the creativity of you being scared by the thrill and the chilling aspects. I'm going to have to give The Night House an A. I love this movie. I'm glad I caught on to it. And this is a big shout out to my cousin for recommending me to watch this film, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even have known about this film existing. I know this is a little bit of a pet peeve from a critic, but with me, with so much movies I had to review from behind me, it's going to be easy for me to lose track on the movies that I need to watch this year. And I'm trying to, but I'm hanging in there. I'm doing pretty good. So I'm not tripping. So, yeah. Well, that's all I have to say for today. Please stay tuned for more of my upcoming reviews and videos headed your way. This is Hugo, your critic teacher, and please, guys, stay tuned for more of my Halloween upcoming reviews headed your way, and you guys have a good day.